Imagine this, you're standing face to face with a man who wants to kill you. There's no escape, no backup, no second chances. The only thing that stands between you and death is your mind. Will you freeze? Will your hands tremble? Will your heartbeat betray you? Or will you stay as still as a mountain, unaffected by fear, detached from the chaos, fully in control? This is not just philosophy. This is survival. Miyamoto Musashi, the most legendary swordsman in Japanese history, fought over 60 duels, and he never lost. He didn't just survive, he dominated. But here's the thing, he wasn't just a master of the sword, he was a master of the mind, and in his teachings he left behind a roadmap for how to stay calm in any confrontation, whether you're facing an enemy on the battlefield, an opponent in business, or a manipulative person trying to push your buttons. If you can stay calm under pressure, you win every time. Let's dive deep into Musashi's philosophy and extract the cold, hard truths that will make you unshakable in any confrontation. 1. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. The first mistake people make in confrontations is taking things personally. The moment you let your ego get involved, you've already lost. You get emotional, you overreact, you lose clarity. Musashi never fought with ego, he fought with strategy. In his Dr. Musashi wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." This means detach from your emotions. Don't take things as a personal attack. Instead, step back and analyze the situation as if you were watching someone else. The more you detach, the calmer you become. Take business negotiations, for example. The moment you let pride or insecurity control your reactions, you become easy to manipulate. The person who can stay emotionally neutral always has the advantage. The next time someone insults you, challenges you, or tries to provoke you, remember, it's not about you, it's about control. The person who stays calm has control. 2. Fixation is the way to defeat. Ever notice how people panic when they fixate on only one way to win? Musashi called this a death sentence. He wrote, "Fixation is a way to defeat, fluidity is a way to victory." Let's say you get into an argument and your only goal is to prove you're right. You've already lost. The other person can sense your emotional investment. They will exploit it, push your buttons, and make you react. Instead, think like Musashi. Be formless, be unpredictable, be adaptable. In battle, Musashi never used the same tactics twice. Sometimes he used 2 swords, sometimes he used a wooden sword, sometimes he arrived late to frustrate his opponent. He always kept them guessing. This applies to real life too. If someone is trying to pressure you, don't react in a predictable way. Stay unreadable. If they expect you to get angry, stay silent. If they expect you to argue, agree with them in a way that throws them off balance. Confrontation is war, and war is won by those who stay fluid, not rigid. 3. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Most people panic in confrontations because they fear losing. They think there's only one way to win: dominate, overpower, or outmaneuver. But what if I told you that true mastery isn't about following one rigid path? It's about knowing that there are always multiple ways to reach the same goal. Musashi said, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." Most people lose battles because they let their opponent dictate the terms of engagement. They react instead of strategizing. But those who think beyond the obvious understand that victory isn't always about brute force or direct confrontation. It's about control in a fight. Sometimes the smartest move isn't to engage, but to walk away, letting your opponent self-destruct. An insecure person thrives on reaction. If you deny them that, you starve their power in an argument. Sometimes silence is more powerful than words. If you let the other person overextend, they'll reveal their weaknesses without realizing it. In negotiations, sometimes pretending to concede positions you for a bigger win later. The best strategists make their opponent feel comfortable right before taking everything. The key is never becoming predictable. Never lock yourself into one way of winning. Adaptability is power. The moment you understand that multiple paths lead to victory, you stop playing by their rules and start playing by your own. For from one thing, know 10,000 things. Musashi was undefeated not because he was the strongest, but because he was the most prepared. His philosophy was based on pattern recognition, understanding the underlying structures behind every conflict, every game, and every human interaction. He said, "From one thing, know 10,000 things." What does this mean? It means that once you deeply understand one fundamental truth, you unlock an entire world of knowledge. Every confrontation follows a pattern. If you recognize a pattern, you can predict the outcome before it happens. This applies to everything. If you understand human nature, you'll see power plays before they happen. You'll know who's trying to manipulate you before they even make a move. If you understand body language, you'll detect lies before they are spoken. A twitch of the mouth, a glance to the side, these reveal more than words ever will. If you understand psychology, you'll know how to break people without even raising your voice. You'll see their insecurities, their fears, their weaknesses, and you'll use a Musashi trained obsessively. He studied not just sword fighting, but strategy, psychology, philosophy, and warfare. He wasn't just skilled, he was 10 steps ahead of everyone else. That's why he never lost. The best way to stay calm in any situation, already knowing what's coming. 5. You can only fight the way you train. Most people crumble under pressure because they've never trained for real conflict. They live in a fantasy where they assume they'll suddenly rise to the occasion. When the time comes, Musashi called this delusion. He said, You can only fight the way you train. If you never prepare for battle, how do you expect to win one? If you've never trained yourself to stay calm under pressure, why would you magically do it when the stakes are high? If you flinch when someone insults you, how will you handle real confrontation? If you panic when money is tight, how will you survive a financial collapse? If you crumble under stress, how will you ever rise to greatness? Training isn't optional. It's the price of mastery. Train yourself every day. Stay calm. When someone tries to provoke you, your self-control is a weapon. Stay still when someone pressures you. The ability to withstand pressure is what makes or breaks people. Stay unreadable when someone tries to manipulate you. If they can't figure you out, they can't control you. Every conflict you face is training for the next. Every reaction you master is another step toward power. Master yourself, and you master the game. The final cut. Musashi's teachings are not just about fighting, they are about mastering yourself. The world is full of people who react emotionally, get stuck in rigid thinking, and crumble under pressure. But not you. You will be different if you stop taking things personally. You become unshakable. No one can control you through emotions. If you stop fixating on one outcome, you become unpredictable. Your flexibility makes you impossible to outmaneuver. If you see the bigger picture, you become strategic. You won't fall into obvious traps. If you recognize patterns, you become unstoppable. Every move your opponent makes is already anticipated. If you train for real conflict, you become invincible. You won't break when it matters most. Most people live life on autopilot, reacting without thinking, lashing out without strategy, and fearing every confrontation. But in a world where everyone reacts, the person who stays calm is the one who wins. So the next time someone challenges you, don't panic. Smile, because you already know that they've already lost. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And you can also join our community membership for exclusive benefits. I'll see you in the next one.